Hello, so today we are going to be trying out different drawing medias and changing value and layering colors to create new colors with all of the different drawing medias. So you're going to try to create different values with each one, and then you're going to mix the colors to see what you can come up with. So the way that you create different value with drawing media is typically with pressure. So with crayon, if you press lightly with crayon, you get a lighter value. If you press a little bit harder, you get a darker value. If you press hard, you get a very dark value. And that's typical with crayon. It's typical with color pencil. But with marker, which is a drawing medium, you're unable. If you push too hard on the marker, you ruin the tip. So we don't want to use pressure with marker. What you would do is you would draw lines that are far apart to create a lighter value, or you would put the lines closer together to create a darker value. So each media is a little different. All right, and then with oil pastel, it's very much like crayon. You would go lightly, light pressure, you get a light value, a little bit darker to get a medium value, and press really hard to get a dark value. So it looks a lot like crayon, especially when you're applying pressure. But the neat thing about oil pastel is you can smear it. You can take a paper towel, wrap it around your finger. You can smear it and make that more of a solid color. And so you're going to practice with different values with all these different media, but then you also need to practice mixing the colors with this media and what you come up with. So try different techniques. Maybe you color lightly with a color and then try a different color on top where you press a little bit harder and see what you come up with. If that doesn't work, maybe try the lighter color first, pressing hard, and then the lighter color on top, and see what you can come up with. If it looks the same or different, these clearly look very different. So which do you like better? How do you like mixing? So this is with crayon. You do a lot of similar things with color pencil. You can try coloring maybe a light color first and then a darker color over the top and see what you come up with. What about mixing with pattern? So you would do like repeated lines, and then you would do the second color in between those lines. And does your eye create an optical mixture of those? They're not really mixed, but when you look at it, do the colors look mixed? What if you cross over and go the other direction? What if you just scribble over the whole top? How does that create a different color? With the oil pastel, you can overlap the colors and mix them together. So you can color heavy with one color, and then you can color heavy with another color, and you can put them right by each other, and then take a paper towel, wrap it around your finger, a clean spot on the paper towel, and mix those two together by rubbing back and forth to see what color you can create that way. You could try creating colors on top of other colors. So color one color and then another color right over the top. Get a clean part of your paper towel and mix those together. And I want you to just decide and try different things and figure out what you like and what you don't like. So do you like this effect or do you like this effect better? Do you like mixing colors with the crayons or with the color pencils? Now you can mix colors and overlap colors with marker, but what I want you to keep in mind is don't ever do yellow second. Don't do a lighter color second. You just ruin the markers for everybody else. So if you're gonna mix colors and you're gonna do like a lighter and a darker color, do the lighter color first on your paper. Pink's another light color. And then do the darker color on top and see what you come up with. Do they mix? Does the darker color just cover up the lighter color? Can you mix them at all? Do you need to create more of an optical mixture where you do the lines apart and you do the other color in between and see if you can create a mixture with your eyes instead of actually mixing? Let's see. Let's try yellow and green again, but this time do the lines. So I'm not actually coloring the green right over the top of the yellow. I'm just adding some lines in between the yellow. And does my eye kind of create and mix those colors together? Let's see, I have pink there. Let's see, we can put purple over the top because it's a darker color. So does that create? So if you're when you're mixing with marker, I want you to make sure that you always do the lighter color first and the darker color second. If I were to color this green and then go to put yellow on top, when I color the yellow on top, the tip of the yellow becomes green, and that's just not okay. So if you can't remember that, then don't use the markers, because if you ruin the markers for everybody, then you're gonna have a lot of people that are unhappy with you. When you're using color pencil, you might need to sharpen it. So I'll have these metal sharpeners at your table with paper towels. You're going to use the small hole on the metal sharpener and sharpen one end of the color pencil. I always have people that want to sharpen the other end of the color pencil too, just one end. Push in and twist, and then your paper towel is where the shavings of the pencil should fall. And that's why that's there. And then at the end, when it's time to clean up, you just move the pencil sharpener out of the way, take the paper towel, and carefully wad up the paper towel with the shavings inside, and you throw that away or recycle it. And the same with the paper towel for the oil pastel. Just wad that up and recycle that too. So you're going to try to create different values by how much pressure you push with the different media, and you're also going to try to mix and blend colors with the different media.